Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm back in another video. I'm gonna be talking about the kingpin tourney. And we all know Gibbs gonna be in there. So today I decided to make a dream tourney for kingpin, and it's all gonna be at least have to be people that are rumored in it. I have to put people who are rumored in it, and I can't just put fucking KSI and blah blah blah. All these people in it. Dream tournament and who I would have win. And yeah, I'll just show you the tournament. Holy shit, I can't talk. See all the extra shit. I'm probably gonna just cut it out of the fucking thing when I edit it. But yeah, here's the bracket. And yeah, as you can see, yeah, my bracket cause okay, let me show you who's been confirmed already. We got Gabe who was confirmed at the top here. Got Gabe who was confirmed. Zanetti who was confirmed. Jarvis, Jarvis, and Kenny. Those are the only people who were confirmed. Also, there was actually two other people who were confirmed, like Nate something and Nunez. I didn't add them because I don't know who they are, and who really wants to see that? Because, be honest, people in the scene, they don't know who they are. I'm not saying they're gonna be bad. They could be fun. They could be some of the best. Become one of the best ones, best people in it. But I don't know who they are yet, and I want to add more people that make it more fun for me, the people I know, to make the fights more interesting and shit. So I added Anthony Taylor in here, who was rumored in, but I don't know, something about him not wanting to be in, I don't fucking know, some weird shit. Jay Swingler was rumored and was basically confirmed until apparently he pulled out, from what I'm hearing, and most of y'all probably heard that. Temper is rumored, and then Austin McBroom was most likely going to be in it. So yeah, as you can see, took me some time to actually figure out who I wanted to have fight who. So we got Gibb versus Anthony Taylor in round 1 at the top of the bracket, and then we're going to have Swingler versus Zanetti, Jarvis versus McBroom, and Kenny versus FaZe Temper 2, which is a good one. I actually don't know who I'm going to have win that, honestly. But on the left side, Gibb versus Taylor. I was going to have originally Gibb versus Zanetti, but I didn't know who to put Anthony Taylor against, who he wouldn't shit on. He wouldn't smack, and I didn't want to see Anthony Taylor and Gibb in the final, because I feel like Anthony Taylor honestly beats all these guys, except for maybe Zanetti, and I didn't want to put Zanetti in the right, because it's a matchup thing, bro. It was a matchup thing reason. And I understand, I think there's a loser's bracket, so I might do the loser bracket, but I might just do this instead of just not having the loser bracket in. Anyway, so we got Gibb. Actually, let's start over here. Austin McBroom versus FaZe Jarvis. Austin McBroom has not been confirmed here to be in this fight yet, but I'm going to have him, hold on, be winning that. It's gonna be a, fuck. Okay, fucking A. Hold on, cut that. Fuck. Alright, now there's gonna be 2 Austin McBrooms in the bottom corner. Who cares, bro? Anyway, yeah, Austin McBroom wins that. I think it's gonna be a close fight. I just really would rather see Austin McBroom win than Jarvis, because I don't think in his other matchups, in his most fucking A, bro. Okay. Anyway, in his other matchup, we didn't really get to see much from him. He had a good fight. He was good in the fight. I definitely think he's gonna be way better in this tourney. I think he's gonna be really good. But for storyline purposes, we're gonna have Austin McBroom win. Honestly, probably FaZe Jarvis would probably win this realistically. Fuck it, we're gonna have McBroom win this. Comeback redemption shit. And then, after that, we're gonna have Kenny. Actually, let's go to the other side. Jay Swingler versus Zanetti. Do I even have to? Jay Swingler, he's a good fighter. It'll be a good fight, but Zanetti is just better for the style. Stylistically, Zanetti's just going to be better for this fight. I don't think Jay Swingler is going to be able to get away like Slim, and Jay Swingler's not as good as Slim. Like, I don't even need to say anything else. Say anything over here. Actually, not. He's that easy to fight for Gibb. It's going to be a really good fight, honestly, if that happened. I'd love to see this happen, but in real life. Anthony Taylor would give him a good fight, but Gibb would probably win by decision. And I think Zanetti probably, maybe decision, maybe knockout. I think it'll probably be decision, though. Same thing for McBroom. And the controversial one coming up. He could be FaZe Temper. Really good fight. FaZe Temper comes close, and some people might think it's controversial. At the time, it's going to be split between people who think Temper won and between Kenny won, and maybe set up a part 3, which I would love to see. Part 2 in real life, because I think it's going to be a close fight either way. But I'm just going to give it to Kenny because we've seen more from him, and he's been better in his fights. But we all know Temper won the first one, and stylistically, Temper probably wins that. But I don't know what Temper we're going to get. I don't think Temper or Kenny, neither of them are really volume punchers, you know? They don't throw a lot of punches, and that's why Kenny lost to Roxu. But anyway, yeah, we're going to give it to Kenny. The edge barely to Kenny. So we're going on to round 2, which is Zanetti versus Gibb and King Kenny versus McBroom. So yeah, ooh, this is actually tough, honestly. And I'm going to give it to Gibb, though, because it's Gibb. And I'm giving it the benefit of the top. That he beats Zanetti, but it's going to be a really good fight. Just like Slim versus Zanetti was a good fight. I think it'll be a really good fight. They both match up. It'd be a crazy brawl, but obviously Gibb is a way better technical boxer and all that type of shit. So yeah. And here is a tough one as well. But I think I'm going to give it to Kenny. Honestly, that could go either way as well. But I'm going to give it to Kenny. It's going to be a close fight. I don't think it'll be a knockout. The only thing I could see being knockout is maybe Gibb on Zanetti, even though I know that's going to be a close fight, but it's Gibb. I just think Gibbs fucking has that power on him. Kenny definitely doesn't knock out McBroom, so I think they're all, like, decision fights. Unless King Kenny somehow knocks out FaZe Temper, which I don't see happening. Or Zanetti talks out Swingler. Like, I don't really see any knockouts coming. All these guys are tough. Unless McBroom knocks out Jarvis and Jarvis knocks out McBroom, that's literally the most likely knockout. We'll see if this was actually the tournament bracket here. That's literally, like, the most likely knockout we would see. And also, I think Jay Swinger pulled out because of Gibb. I don't care what nobody says. They're probably going to say, Nick Lamayo. No, he's scared of Gibb. He knows he's not ready. So, yeah. I think I'm going to go to the losers bracket. And so we're not going to do the Gibb and Kenny fight first. We're going to see this loser bracket real quick. So you guys... Fucking Anthony Taylor lost on this side, so they're on that side. And Timber and Jarvis lost on this side, so they're on that side. And I just flipped McBroom and Zanetti's sides. Instead of having them... Actually, could have them fight, but... should I have them fight? Maybe I'll have them fight. So I'll just do this. This is so... Taylor fights Swingler. These two fighting each other, and then the guys who made it to the second round fighting each other. So I'm going to have Zanetti is going to end up beating McBroom, and he'll be in the finals to fight whoever. Alright, so I ended up finishing the bracket, and I had AT beating Swingler and making it. And I realized it's kind of boring, so I'm changing it here. So you're not, I just got that whole shit out. I'm not even going to fucking hear my explanation shit, so it's just boring. I'm just going to have Swingler. I'm going to have Swingler actually beating to AT. No one thought he had a chance after Jay lost to fucking Gibb, and AT had a great matchup against Gibb. So Jay Swingler somehow gets the upset victory and decision, and people are surprised. They're thinking AT or Jay Swingler, is he that good? Is he that good? Goes into FaZe Temper. People are like, oh, matchup doesn't make sense. FaZe Temper has the reach. There's no way Swingler wins. Swingler ends up coming out with the dub somehow, barely winning the match by decision. And he goes on to fight Zanetti, who's been great this whole round, this whole bracket. He already beat Jay Swingler. Jay Swingler's got to get his redemption. And Jay Swinger gets his redemption and decision. And no one expected it. Jay Swinger dominates the fucking losers bracket. He rematched against Tom Zanetti. And I'm running out of time here, but I'm going to keep talking through. He gets his rematch on Zanetti, and he gets the W. He's going to go on to get the Gibb versus Jay Swingler rematch. And this is what's going to happen there. Alright, so I basically had to delete all the video I've made already since I fucking made the swing. And don't worry, Anthony Taylor is there. I'm gonna switch to James Swingler. I put him there when I, what's it fucking called? Had him win originally. But yeah, so here was my thoughts on the Gibb versus Kenny fight. I kind of already spoiled it, another thing, because I was being an idiot. But basically, King Kenny gets pretty good after he beats FaZe Temper. Gets the confidence and shit. Gets more confident. Actually starts throwing more punches against Austin McBroom and has a really good fight against Austin McBroom. I wouldn't say dominates him, but you can tell he won it. You can very clearly tell he won, but Austin McBroom had a great showing as well. Ends up going against Gibb. Gibb gets experience. Great fights against Zanetti and Anthony Taylor. Dog fights. But he's never had a fighter as technical as King Kenny. He's never fought a fighter as technical as King Kenny. But I think King Kenny will probably try to take the Jake Paul route, depending on how Gibb fights another round. And it's probably going to mess him up because Gibb would have been realized. And Gibb, as I said in the original recording, Gibb is still him. And Gibb ends up getting the fucking win. Now that Gibb won the winner's bracket, I guess you can call it. He ends up to go and face Jay Swingler and the loser bracket, and you can see I got the upgraded pictures for them. Gib versus Jay Swingler, a story long in the making. People didn't think we were going to see it again. After Jay Swingler lost to Zanetti in the first round, and then he had to fight AT in the first round of the losers bracket. People didn't think he's going to be AT. He beat AT. Rematch for Zanetti. Beat Zanetti. Gotta say, he also faced Temper, who he had the disadvantage on, because Temper has that reach. He beat him. He went through all odds. No one expected it. And Gib. On the other side, we got Gib, who was the favorite of this whole tournament. And he proved it. In the winner bracket, beat everybody who came in his way, beat AT, beat Zanetti, and arguably beat the best people in the tournament. And so, right here is an obvious decision. But the story of Jay Swingler, you gotta root for him, man. You gotta root for him. But we won't know what happened, man. We don't know what's gonna happen. I'm trying to draw this out as long as I can to try and fucking think of more shit to talk about, but I don't. But obviously, I'm gonna have Gib win. And a crushing defeat from Jay Slinger. This is some WWE shit out here. Oh my gosh, Cole. And yeah, Gib gets the win. He's just the better boxer, bro. Don't be sad. He's the better boxer. And Jay Swingler had a great story. Gib becomes top 2, top 3 influencer boxers, at least top 3, maybe even number 1. Like, I wouldn't be upset if you gave him number 1 after that fucking outstanding tournament right there. But yeah, so let me know what y'all think about the tourney. If y'all want to see me do another version of this or some shit. It was pretty fun making these storylines and shit. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Picked up. Big W.